Hey, what's going on, Facebook? Great day to you today. I am sitting here. I've been contacted by a couple of people, and I'm trying to sit this thing in here correctly here, so I do not have to hold it. Zoom. All right, great. There we go. Just trying to sit this thing in here very carefully so that I can have free hands to be able to speak with you guys. And because I've been contacted by a couple of people, and they all ask me, what do I think about the firing of White House, of the FBI director, James Comey. Now, just a week ago, I believe I was talking to you guys. Matter of fact, on May 3rd, my birthday, and I told you guys then, readdressing some of the predictions that I made with with the Trump presidency. I told you guys then to keep a close eye on the Russia investigation. I told you guys this. This was 7 days ago. I told you guys this thing was about to get ugly. 7 days ago. Here we are, 7 days later, and they fire Comey. They fire the FBI director, James Comey. Now, I'm going to tell you the truth of why James Comey was fired. Yesterday, when he was fired, James Comey had issued the subpoenas for the investigation into Mike Flynn, for possible criminal charges against Mike Flynn. Now, here's the thing that I'm really going to lay down on you guys. Everybody has been looking at this thing all wrong. The individuals who have been investigating this in Congress, the investigative committees, they've all been looking at it wrong. Here's the deal. They've all been looking at these Trump associates colluding with the Russians. They've been looking at Paul Manafort. They've been looking at Michael Flynn, which is not wrong to look at these guys because these guys do have associations. But here is something that I've always knew from day one, that it was really Trump who is the deepest and most entrenched, tangled individual with Russia. I've always known this, which is why when I made my prediction, I said things are going to come out that are going to shake the very foundation of the individuals who support Trump. This is why I said this, because Trump is really the one who's dangerously entangled with Vladimir Putin, and here's why. Trump has business ties over there in Russia, and they're making a lot of money. This is something that's been admitted by his sons. It's on videotape. It's in writing, where they've given interviews making this statement. Trump himself has said he's got business ties over there. And let me tell you about how things go in Russia. This is not a democracy that we're talking about. They don't have a capitalistic society like we do, where there is a chasm, to sort of speak, between business and government. Over there, everything is ran by Vladimir Putin. It's a pay-to-play system, straight up. This is how things work over there. And I'm going to give you guys a good video that you can watch. And it's right online. It's right on YouTube. It's called Putin's Rise to Power. It's called Vladimir Putin, His Rise to Power. That's what it's called. Putin's Rise to Power. It shows a picture of him, so you know it's the right video of him being a little boy. It's a picture of him being a boy. And the reason why I want you to watch this video, it's only about 50 minutes long, but it goes into detail about how Putin, since his rise to power, has set up this pay-for-play system over there, where nobody makes any money who don't kick in to Vladimir Putin. The richer you are, the more closer you get to Vladimir Putin. But this is the system that's set up over there. Trump is doing business with this man. And I'm guaranteeing you that Trump is the most compromised out of all of these individuals. This is why Trump has worked so hard to impede every investigation done by every committee in Congress about these ties between the Trump campaign and Russia. And the person who knows it is Michael Flynn. Michael Flynn has had ties with Russia. He's taken money from Russia. He spoke on government-funded, operated TV programs controlled by Russia. He has been a spy for Turkey. He knows that Trump's had ties over there. And I honestly believe that Michael Flynn got that job as White House security advisor because he blackmailed Trump into it. Not because Trump looked at this guy and saw he was so stellar. Trump approached him, let him know what he knew, and Donald Trump said, okay. Gave him the White House security advisor position against the advice of Barack Obama saying not to hire him. Against the allegations with documentation to support every allegation of proof from Angela Yates, who worked for the Attorney General's office, came and told this man he's been compromised. Trump did not want to fire him. Took 18 days later before Trump fired him, and it was 4 days after it showed up in the paper, and had it not showed up in the paper and had been leaked, that man will still be there today. Trump, as of this day, has not said nothing negative about Michael Flynn, even though all of the evidence is out there that this man was compromised and that he broke the law, that he lied. He didn't lie to the White House. He didn't lie to Pence. He didn't lie to Trump. He didn't lie to none of them. They all knew he had dirt on Trump. And what happened yesterday when Comey was going to send out those subpoenas, I'm going to tell you, Michael Flynn's people got a hold to the White House and said, if you don't stop this man right now, I'm going to tell everything. And Trump fired the man. He called the Justice Department. He looked at a way to get rid of this man, and he fired him. Bottom line, the person that is the most compromised in this whole situation by Russia is Donald Trump himself. Because there's no way that you can have business ties in Russia and not be in bed with Vladimir and not kick in to Vladimir. And this is why Vladimir is one of the richest men in the world today because of this. And who knows what Vladimir used that money that Trump gave him for. He may have spent it and gave it to individuals that are hurting Americans today. He may have invested that money in hurting his own freaking people. And Vladimir being an OKGB guy, you know, he kept all the records on this stuff. Trump is the most compromised. And what he thought he was going to do by getting rid of Comey was he thought he was going to make all this go away. And what he opened was a Pandora's box that is like a snowball. When you started at the top of the hill and it rolls down, and as it rolled down, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and that's what's about to happen. More and more Republicans are going to join the bandwagon about a independent investigator. You're going to see people take to the streets, not about Trump's taxes, but about Trump's ties to Russia. And you're going to see Michael Flynn eventually subpoenaed, and he's not going to jail. He is going to roll over. Pence's head is going to roll. Trump's head is going to roll. All of them is going down. And I hear people comparing this to the Watergate investigation with Nixon. How he fired the very person that was investigating him. It is a lot of similarities to it because I was a kid then, but I remember my dad watching this very closely and me watching it with him. And I remember Nixon telling us crazy lies. Big time lies, just like Trump. I'm innocent, ain't nothing happening. This is a bunch of bull crap. This is a witch hunt, the whole freaking nine. Just for us to find out that the very order to commit all of the criminal felonies that were committed was ordered by Nixon himself. The same thing is about to happen with this Russian investigation. I told you guys just a week ago, watch this closely. A bombshell is about to drop. And what happened? It wasn't a week later to after I told you this, that one of the biggest incidents that could have ever took place has taken place. He's fired the very man that is investigating him on the very day he submits subpoenas for a grand jury hearing for criminal charges against Michael Flynn. That's what's going on. Our president has been compromised, y'all. Stay tuned, because I'll be back on here and I'm going to give you some more perspectives as I watch this thing unfold. But trust me, my predictions are coming true. I call it the way I see it, and what I call is exactly the way it is. I'm telling you, he got that job. Michael Flynn got that job because he blackmailed Trump. They ain't buddies. He's got dirt on the man. So you guys stay tuned, and I'm going to tell you, watch this thing closely, man. Watch it closely. Because it's not just Trump. It's not just Michael Flynn. Our whole system has been compromised. And I've always said it, and I'll say it again. The only people to fix it is we the people. Because they've messed everything up. I love y'all. Y'all have a nice night. Peace, love, and what they call it? Hair grease.